Let's do this. May favorites. Yes. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I hope you're all okay. So today I have my May favorites. I'm super excited because May has been one of those months that I'm just glad has ended. I finished uni, I finished all my exams, my best friend moved back home to Northampton. Rose, I am so mad. My other best friend gave birth and became a mummy, and I became a godmother. My brother went on his year travel. But yeah, it's just been a very too much month for me, and I'm kind of enjoying June as hopefully being kind of a relaxed month, in that I have a lot of fun things that I'm going to be doing. And yeah, so I thought I would share with you guys the things I have been loving this month. It is all makeup related, and yeah, if you guys are interested in what I have been loving, then please keep watching. So I'm first going to start off with the thing that I've probably been loving the most. At the moment it is a sample. I am going to be planning to get the larger version, but it is an Aesop face mask. And this is the Chamomile Concentrate Anti-Blemish Mask. Now the reason why these are still samples, I got given like 20 samples, and I went to go and buy it the other day with Courtney, and I just could not remember what it was called, and I didn't want to buy the wrong one. So now I know it's the Chamomile one. I'm going to go and get the big one. Basically, you guys would have known from my tutorials basically at the start of the month, my skin was just ridiculously bad, and I wasn't filming because of how bad my skin was. I was basically under a lot of stress with university, with it being my last exams, my brother leaving, and just like a lot of emotions going on around me. And my skin was the first thing just to be like, girl, and then just broke the hell out. And that mask has helped my face and my spots so much. I highly do recommend it, especially that you can get samples. I would say go and get samples, see if you love it, especially if you have blemished skin like myself. It's something that I've always suffered with. I've always had spots. It's something that I've just accepted in my life, but I do want to tackle them obviously. So I do highly recommend this Aesop Chamomile Concentrate Mask, and I got mine from Selfridges. I'll try and find their link and Selfridges link as well. The next things are a few brushes. The first one is the Morphe M439 brush. I have been loving this for one foundation in particular, which I will show you next. But this brush is absolutely amazing. Now you guys know that I am a beauty blender ride or die kind of girl. I absolutely love a beauty blender. I love everything about it basically. However, this brush has been like on par with my beauty blender recently. I really like it because it's quite thick and fat, and it's quite like dense, so like when you push it on, it kind of feels like you're like pounding it on. I know that sounds like a really bad thing, but I like it for the foundation that I'm on about, and I just really like the way that this works. Like I said, this is the Morphe M439 brush, and I got this from Beauty Bay. I will leave it linked down below. The next brush I've been loving is the Anastasia A23 brush. Now I don't know if I've spoke about this before. I don't think I have, but I want to speak about this now. I love this for highlight. I use it every single time I highlight, and I love it. The reason why is because it's quite thin. It's a bit fluffy now because it's a bit, you know, it hasn't been washed in a hot minute. But it usually is quite thin. Ignore my nail, by the way, that's getting fixed in like an hour. It's quite thin and like flat, which means that when I pat it on here, which is where I first apply my highlight, I'm gonna get the most amount of pigmentation. And because it is flat, I can like shimmer it down as well. I absolutely love this brush. I think this is probably the favorite brush I've ever used to highlight with, and I've used quite a few. If you go back to all my like tutorials on my videos, this is probably one of my favorites that I've ever used. And the final brush I've been loving is a brand new kind of brush to me. This is the Zoeva 220 Luxe Grand Shader Brush. Now I used to use this brush just to pack and set my primer for my eyelids. I have like 3 other brushes of these exact same one, so I still use it. But I have lately discovered to nose contour with this because I watched Sandra Deluxe's one of her videos. I basically had like a down moment with YouTube, and I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm so sad. I hate YouTube. And then I just started watching like old tutorials that I love from YouTubers that I love, like Sandra Deluxe. And I saw her using this for her nose contour, and I was just like, okay, let's just like take a sec. And I did it, and it looked amazing. I absolutely love this. I love the shape of it because it really can get in the nose contour and go down. I am planning to do an updated nose contour routine. It's going to be just a pure nose contour, and then I'm going to do a face one separate because I think everyone wants to know how to do the best nose contour there is. So I'm going to be doing a more in-depth one and then a full face one afterwards. But this has been the reason why my nose has just been, it's not contour today. I forgot to contour my nose. I forgot to contour my whole face, to be fair. But yeah, this has just been my favourite one just to do for my nose contour, and this is the Zoeva 220 Luxe Grand Shader Brush. The next things are these two. This is the BECCA Bronzing Skin Perfector and the Urban Decay Naked Skin Bronzing Beauty Balm. They are pretty much one of the same, and I've just been going back and forth with either of these two, so I thought I would show both. Basically what these two are is kind of like a bronzing, brownish base kind of. So what I would do with this is just prime my face, usually using the Marc Jacobs Undercover Primer, and then I put this on before my foundation, and this will make my face a bit more darker to match my chest, because my chest is a lot darker than my face, and then that means that I don't have to use such a dark foundation. It means I don't have to use so much of a foundation, and it just really helps give the skin that nice bronzed look. You can use this instead of foundation, but in England there's no point because it just rains all the time, so we can wear foundation and feel no way. But I absolutely love these two, and I love these types of products. I don't know if there is one like a drugstore alternative or not. I would try and keep an eye out and maybe do a tutorial using them, but these two so far have been my favorite, and these two are the only ones I own. That's why I'm speaking about them. So these two, they're a yes for me. The next thing is the MAC Full Coverage Foundation. Now, as you guys can tell, this is not a foundation for me. This is far too light. Even for my natural skin tone, this is far too light. I use this to now carve out my eyebrows. Basically, this is a bigger dupe to the MAC Studio Finish Concealer, which you guys know I'm like ride or die with for my eyebrows. This is a bigger version. You get a lot more product, and it's only £5 more. So I've been really loving this because you get more bang for your buck. It's pretty much the exact same consistency and same formula for me. I see no difference. All I'm doing is carving out my eyebrows anyway, and I've been loving that for carving out my eyebrows. Like I said, I haven't used it as foundation at all because MAC foundations don't really sit well with my skin, and also because it's far too light. But to carve out my eyebrows and that kind of stuff, I am absolutely loving it. I am interested in seeing how it acts as like a highlighter, like a, what is that, under eye highlighter concealer situation. I am interested in seeing how it acts for that, so I will probably use that maybe in a tutorial and let you guys know how I feel. But for carving out my eyebrows and more bang for your buck, it is definitely worth it. So for the foundation I was talking about, this is the Maybelline Matte and Poreless Fit Me foundation. I know I'm speaking about a drugstore in my favourites. Bloody hell has frozen over right now, but this foundation has been bloody amazing. It has been my go-to. Every day I've been like, I want to use this, I want to use this, I want to use this. I have used it today. I absolutely love it. I have tutorials where I've used it. I will link it down below. And yeah, I love this. So I got this a while ago from America, and now they have been released in England. It doesn't look like this. It isn't a squeezy tube. I don't really like squeezy tube foundations because so much product gets left behind, and I just have to chop the top off and then just use the rest because you waste so much product. But this foundation is so buff. I love it. Now, I'm gonna be real with you though. I don't think it fills in pores. I still have to use a pore filling primer, and I don't think that it's matte. I think it's semi-matte slash satin, because if it was matte I wouldn't go anywhere near it. But because it's not, and it's quite more satin, I love it. So I had this in January, and it's now May? Yeah, it's the last day of May. So it's now May, and it's taken me 4 months to use this because I've been worried that it is matte, but it's actually not. It's such a beautiful finish, so I would suggest go and get this. Don't feel too scared if you think it's going to be like super matte and super dry, because I don't feel like it is. But I don't know if the formula for the squeezy tube one is different, so I will have to let you guys know. You guys can see, I don't really want to pour it, but you guys can see it's just runny and everything, so I'm a massive fan of this, and I absolutely love this. The next thing I've been loving is a beautiful bronzer from Tom Ford, and it just looks like this, and it's so pretty. This is in the shade 03 Bronze Age, and this is from the summer collection that he came out with. I know that there was a few items that were limited edition. I don't think that this bronzer is limited edition. I think maybe just the packaging is, but white and gold, girl, I'm gone. I bought this. Yes, done. If I see anything that is white or gold, I'm like, when will you be mine? Can I get you now? So I absolutely love this. I have used this in a tutorial. I will leave it linked down below. I do have another one of his bronzers, and I don't like it as much as this one because this one is a lot darker, so it's actually more pigmented on me, which I absolutely love. The other one was quite light and sheer-esque, whereas this one is a lot more dark, and I'm absolutely loving this so much this month. The final things are some eyeshadows. So the first one is one from my Z palette, and it is this shade right here. This is called Tiki from Makeup Geek, and it has just stood out to me so much. It's so beautiful. I love it. It does remind me a heck of a lot of MAC's Uninterrupted. There it is there. There's MAC's Uninterrupted, and it's just such a beautiful baby vomit, poo-poo mustard kind of colour that I absolutely love because it makes me look a lot more tanned and it makes my eyes pop a lot more because my eyes are hazel and it brings out the green in them. And yeah, I've absolutely been loving Tiki Hut. And then the final thing are Colourpop eyeshadows. These are 5 Colourpop eyeshadows. These are the eyeshadows that I used in the I Am Freedom Awards makeup video kind of thing, and these 5 shadows I have just been going to like every single day. They are so gorgeous. So I basically just use all the mattes in my crease and just keep building, and then the 2 shimmery ones I just put on the lid. So I first start off with this shade here, which is like Peach Smoothie, but this one is called I Spy. And then I go in with the shade Flutes, which is just like a baby brown mustardy poop shade. And then I go in with the shade Crenshaw Pop Crenshaw, which is just like a deeper brown. And then to deepen up, as you guys can see, I've already hit pan. This is Game Face. Now, I will say that I haven't hit pan as in like I'm nearly at the end. It's because of the formula. It's so buttery and creamy that you can actually move the product around. So I can move this and just cover the pan part, but I'm really not that fussed. And then I go over top with that with Weenie, which is more of like a rosy gold, and I absolutely love it. I do have a Colourpop haul coming up. It may be in the next week or so. I can't remember when I've scheduled it to go up. But they are in there and I absolutely love them. They are so stunning, and I'm obsessed with Colourpop anyway. I know we can't get them in the UK. My friend and I did use a shipping service. I spoke about it all in the haul, so if you're interested, just wait a few days and it'll be up. But I'm absolutely obsessed with those 5 eyeshadows together. They just look so stunning. And it looks like you've put yourself together and you're going out on the town and all this kind of stuff, when really I'm just popping to Tesco's. So yes. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed my May favourites. I'm super excited for June. I don't really have much planned in June. I know it's my brother's birthday, but obviously he is away. And that is pretty much all I have planned for June. And then in July, I go to Italy. I'm so excited to go to Italy. Oh. It's gonna be so hot. I think it's hot here. It's gonna be hot in Italy. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please let me know what you guys have been loving this month. I would love to go and buy it and just, you know, spend more money that I don't need to spend. So if you did enjoy it, then please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment, share and subscribe to my channel. And until next time guys, I will see you guys very soon. Bye.